Looking for unique handcrafted creations?
Aaron Hunzinger of AHDidIt specializes in one-of-a-kind lighting, custom furniture, and get this, more.
Each piece is carefully crafted with care and imagination, ensuring no two are alike.
No project is too big or small.
For more, find Aaron on social media under AHDidIt. Yes, that's all one word, AHDidIt.
Where imagination meets craftsmanship. Come hungry to Frank's Diner and enjoy some of Kenosha's best food.
From their iconic garbage plate to mouth-watering Bloody Marys.
Frank's serves up delicious breakfasts and lunches every day.
Grab the meal of your lifetime at 508 58th Street and check out franksdinerkenosha.com.
And don't forget, order what you want, eat what you get.
About Time Moving System. It's about time moving was easy.
Wow, local or long distance, big or small, Quinn and his experienced team have got you covered.
Make the move today by calling Quinn at 262-222-2624 or visit abouttimemoving.com today. Get a move on!
5 stars.
On this episode of the Ktown Connects podcast, we connect with the lovely Janette Hill, an illustrator, artist, and proud Brit, bringing her creative talents from the UK right here to Kenosha. Cue that music, Jason.
Hey there, everyone out there in Kenosha land. Thank you for listening to another episode of the Ktown Connects podcast. I am one of your hosts. My name is Jason, and with me is my friend and yours, Mr. Donny Stancato. How you doing, Donny?
I'm doing great, Jason. How are you doing on this wonderful evening?
I'm doing great. It's a good day to be in podcasting in the basement here.
It really is. We got a great guest lined up here, and I can't wait to dig deep into her story.
Yep, we're right down here in the Better Call Parise recording studio in downtown Kenosha. And Janette, you know, if you're going to need a lawyer, get one who knows Kenosha like the back of his briefcase. Criminal defense, DUIs, traffic tickets, you name it. Give him a call before your mom finds out you need a lawyer.
Yeah, call Frank Parise. He is the main man.
Yes.
And how about that killer theme song, courtesy of Droppin' Daisies? Janette, I know you're a big fan of that song. You loved it, didn't you?
I was bopping away.
Yeah, you were. You were rocking out over there, Janette. And you know what? Let's not forget about a brand new feature that we have for Season 7. It is the Ktown Connects hotline. Yes, you can go to ktownconnects.com, find the phone. You can leave us a message, and we will play it here on the show.
And Donny, we have a message.
Oh, my goodness. Who is this one from?
This one's from someone called Wanda Jenkins, which sounds fake, but we're going to play it anyway.
Is it you, Janette?
Maybe.
Oh.
It's 5 seconds long. I haven't listened to it yet. Have you?
I have not.
So we're going to give it a little listen here and see what Wanda Jenkins has to say.
I love the show, but Donny's got a dumb voice.
Well, that was fucking great.
Wow. Who's that?
I love the show, but Donny's got a dumb voice.
Well, thank you, Wanda.
Who is that?
You don't know who that is?
No.
I love the show, but Donny's got a dumb voice.
Right.
Oh, well, I still love you. I still love you out there, Wanda.
All the haters.
Yeah, you know what else I love? Public Brewing Company. I love their beer.
Oh, that's right, Donny. Public Brewing Company is located in downtown Kenosha at 628 58th Street. Visit their website at publiccraftbrewing.com. What are you drinking tonight, dear Donny?
Oh, my goodness. I am drinking a Reaches for Peaches, a blonde peach ale, and it is as smooth as the day is long, Jason. Let me tell you, here, podcast listeners, listen to me take a sip.
Wow.
That is delicious. Get on down to Public Brewing Company and have yourself a brewski.
I'm
have
enjoying
yourself
a
meal.
light lager, which is delicious.
Yes, those light
I'm going to
lagers.
take a sip.
Yes, those are great. Oh, my goodness. We're going to get in trouble if we keep
lagery
sipping like
deliciousness.
this. Oh, my goodness gracious. Well, who are we here with today, Jason?
Oh, Donny, we're here with Janette Hill. She's a local artist, illustrator, graphic designer, and a children's book illustrator.
Wow, you do a lot.
And probably
Jeanette.
I
more.
like to do everything.
So we're just going to kind of just get to know you, Jeanette.
Okay.
All right, so you have this weird accent. You don't
know.
talk like you're from like
Are you from the
Kenosha.
South?
I'm from Waukegan,
that's
there
what
it
I
is.
thought.
The
Yeah,
Waukegan
yeah.
accent, yes.
but from southern Waukegan. So,
Southern Waukegan.
Yeah.
So, Janette, you were raised in Redditch, UK. You lived there growing up?
Yes, that's correct.
Whereabout is that when you look at the...
Redditch, right in the centre, so in the Midlands.
Okay.
So the nearest towns, well, the county is Worcestershire, and then Birmingham is fairly close, but right in the middle of England.
All right.
Is that where you got your accent from?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's funny because I don't really have like a Brummie accent from Birmingham, but my brothers do.
And that's a little different?
So the Brummie accent, that's... I'm trying to think who... well, Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh, okay.
He's from Birmingham, so it's quite kind of... It's the stereotype that is if you have a Brummie accent, you don't sound very smart.
Oh, okay.
But I think because I've been here for so long, I just have this English accent. I don't really have a regional accent so much.
So how big was the town you grew up in?
About the same size as Kenosha.
Oh, wow. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
So you're used to these big cities then.
right.
Were you
Yeah.
big into drawing and stuff when you were a kid?
Oh, that's all I wanted to do.
Really? So you were
Yeah.
a long-time passion then, huh?
Yeah, it was the only thing I was, like in school, it was the only thing I was kind of better at than my friends.
Okay.
Like I was rubbish at sports, science, maths, all the other subjects. All my friends were better at. And although they would often pick me for like the sympathy pick for sports,
Oh.
like sports day, be the third leg of the relay race, even though you're going to make us lose. And they chose me. But art was, I felt like I had a place there.
Did art
so.
run in your family or?
My grandma was an artist before the war. She, I actually have a few of her things.
Wow.
And then during the war, she ended up making maps. And actually, when I was back home last year, there was a ton of photographs and all things that were given to me. And one of them was her pass that was like a security clearance because she was drawing these maps. And
Oh.
so it's kind
For
of
like
cool.
the military kind of thing?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So I think I got it from her. Yeah.
So when you were a kid growing up, what did you want to be when you grew up? Did you have any like...
I wanted to be an artist.
Really? That's what you kind of...
Yeah. So when adults would say, "What do you want to be when you get older?" and I'd say an artist, and that was always kind of, well, good luck with that.
yeah.
And I just never really changed. I went through a short period of wanting to be a nurse because my other grandmother was a nurse, but I was way too clumsy.
No, that needle doesn't go there.
Yeah, I felt like I had the compassion and care for people, but not the technical skills or the coordination.
Yeah.
I just wanted to do art.
Wow.
How'd your family accept that? Like, oh, yeah, I just want to be an artist. Was it acceptable since your grandmother was an artist?
No.
Oh, really? Well, tell us more. Tell us how the family shunned you.
It's not I think any parent, when their kid says they want to be an artist, is like, there's no money in that, you're going to be starving. But it's, there was some concern.
So when you're in high school and you want to be an artist, but you can't just make money just selling your work. That's kind of a tough career to do.
Yeah.
What were you looking for to do to actually make money and still explore your artistic side?
I don't know if I really thought that far ahead.
Was that how you got into graphic design, though?
Well, yeah. So I did graphic design in high school. So when I was like 15, in England you have GCSEs, which are like 2-year courses when you're like 15, 16. And so I did art, I did graphic design, I did textiles. And I was like the only girl in our graphic design class, which was actually kind of liked.
Wow. I bet you did.
Well, no, I don't know. I think because, I don't know, it just felt good to be in an environment where I was like proving myself as a female, even though back then, at that age, it's not a huge deal. But I just knew it was that graphic design was pretty male dominated, and So it was going to be a bit of a challenge, but I really loved it. And I loved the technical side of doing like all the diagrams. And yeah, so after doing that, in England, again, once you graduate at 16, you can choose to stay on for another 2 years in school, and then you do A-levels. And you do less subjects, and it's much more intense. And so one of my subjects then was art, and I failed. And
Wait.
Failed? What? Janette Hill failed art? No way. What?
Well, to be fair, the whole class except 2 people failed.
Oh, you had some hard-nosed teacher?
The teacher, he was not the nicest person. And I think that particular year that we started, the course had changed somewhat. And I don't think he wanted to take the time to learn how to teach it.
To reteach.
And so that's why, even the people in our little group, there was about 12 of us, even the people that we assumed were going to get A's, they only got the lowest grade. And
Really?
yeah, so it wasn't good.
Please tell me you eventually got fired.
I don't know, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? I can't believe somebody failed you. It's unbelievable.
Me
right?
neither.
I mean, that is crazy.
Yeah.
They must not have saw your full potential back then.
Well, but it's interesting because I went on to then do a 2-year college course in graphic design and pretty much got the lowest grade you could get.
Wow.
I wasn't very studious. I was really good up until I was about 16, and then everything kind of went out the window.
Well, you're
I failed
growing,
everything.
you're maturing, you're figuring out who you are at that time.
Yeah.
Now, figuring out who you are, I got to ask, do you have a lot of boyfriends back then in the UK?
No, I was...
No?
No. I grew up in a quite strict household. And
when you
so,
say strict, what do you mean? Like very religious?
Yeah.
Or, oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, so that I wasn't really... that didn't really happen.
You weren't a troublemaker or anything, were you?
Goodness, he's kidding me.
No?
I was like the most well-behaved person ever.
Wow, what happened? Am I right? Jeez.
So, growing up in the UK, what were your thoughts about America?
So we had a lot of American TV.
Yeah.
I was completely in love with Michael Knight. I loved Knight Rider. I wanted the car.
That was David Hasselhoff, correct?
Yeah.
For our younger listeners.
Yes, yeah. So I remember asking my dad how much it would cost to buy a car like Kit. And that was my ambition, was to get a car that would talk to me and come pick me up when it was necessary.
Wouldn't that be nice?
I remember watching a show and just thinking he was so amazing and it was so unfair because by the time I was old enough to have a boyfriend, there was going to be nobody like David Hasselhoff. And how unfair that was.
Wow.
Yeah.
He is very sexy.
Yeah. And actually, it was about 12 years ago when I was up in Minneapolis and we went to see a recording of The America's Got Talent, and he was a judge.
Oh.
I was so excited, like I'm finally going to see him, and he wasn't there. It was like they used the judges. Yeah.
Oh.
What would you have said to him?
I don't know.
Marry me. Where's your car?
It's hilarious. Like the people you have crushes on when you're younger, when you get older, you're like, yeah. But he was like, he was a manly man, and he had more cowboy boots. And anyway, so
He had that nice hairy chest too.
oh yeah. So yeah, very American shows are a big part of growing up. Whereas I don't think it's the same here. As kids, you probably didn't watch too much English TV. However, that also means that you think that the whole of America is like the shows you're watching.
Yeah.
It's all going to be cowboys and all mansions. Everyone's beautiful. Everyone's rich. And so, yeah, I got a shock when I came
Did you
back.
have ideas when you were younger on how someday I'm going to move there kind of thing? Or was it...
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I actually came here for the first time when I was 19. First time I flew, first time I'd left England, me and some friends went to California.
Well, that's a hell of a flight.
Yeah, it was. Especially for your first flight.
Yeah,
it's like if you
yeah.
don't like flying, it's like, well, you're screwed, sorry. We flew to LA and then we traveled quite a lot. We were actually out at my friend's brother's wedding in Borrego Springs, and it was just such an eye-opening experience as a 19-year-old. The world is such a massive place. And I mean, I loved it, obviously. I don't think I ever thought I want to live there eventually, but, here I am.
And how old were you when you decided to actually move to America?
Well, I met my husband when I was 28.
Okay.
He was from Minnesota.
You met him over there in England? And
No, we met online.
Oh.
Which app?
Yeah, wow.
So it was a Christian dating. Yeah. So, yeah.
So you met a guy on a dating app, huh?
Yeah.
From America.
Yeah.
From the Midwest, Minnesota.
And you said, I'm giving everything up and I'm going to be with him.
Is that what happened? You just...
So backing up a few months, I'd broken my arm. I couldn't drive. So I was basically having a bit of a rubbish time. And so my best friend, who I was actually sharing a house with at the time, he's like, sell your car, we'll go on holiday. And so I did that. We actually went to Florida.
Oh. Okay.
And this was only less than 2 months after meeting him online. And he's like, well, if you're going to be in the country, we should meet up if this is going to go anywhere. Otherwise, what's the point? So he flew down to Florida and we met in Key West.
That was the first time meeting him in person in Key West.
And we were engaged by the end of the year. Yeah, I mean, like looking back, it was like, well, that was a little scary.
Yeah.
But, obviously we ended up falling in love and getting married. So, and then so there I was. Then I was here, and his job had actually moved him to Kenosha.
Okay, so that brought you
so
here.
that's how we ended up here.
How long did you live in Minnesota first?
Not at all, actually.
Oh, okay.
So it was because I had to wait for a visa to be approved.
Mm-hmm.
And in that time, he moved down here. I was actually here for a couple of months when we chose a house and on 21st Avenue by the Spot.
Oh.
And so when I actually moved here, after my visa had been approved and everything, we were in Kenosha. We didn't move up to Minneapolis till I was like 2011. And we were there for 5 years, and then the marriage ended, and I came back here.
You came back to Kenosha?
Yeah.
So why'd you come back to Kenosha instead of going back to the UK?
You know, the advice is after you get divorced, don't make any big decisions.
Mm-hmm.
And moving back was another really big decision. I already had a support group here of friends that I'd, because we lived here for like 7 years before we went up to Minnesota. So it made sense.
So you had some roots here and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
I was already a little bit involved in the art community, and so it made sense to come back.
And Wisconsin's so much better than Minnesota, too, of course.
Well, I mean, there is that. Yeah, and, and I've just been here ever since. I've been back here for 10 years now. So, once you build up those friendships and connections and people become like family.
Yeah. What were some of those early connections you had in Kenosha in the art community?
So, I'd already started going to the figure drawing class, the thing on Tuesday nights here.
That was in this building that we're in now? Okay.
Yeah, I'd never,
Who hosted that?
No, it was Chet.
Who?
Chet Griffith.
Oh, okay, of Artworks. Former guest of the Ktown Connects podcast.
Yeah.
And a great human being as well. And very handsome, if I might have to say.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, yeah.
So, so I'd never done it before. I had a mutual friend who was coming here and said, you should try it. And so that was kind of the start. And it's funny because I'd walked past the shop, or at least seen it driving past, and it had that big red sculpture, like intestines in the window. And I just never went in. And I don't know. I don't.
Too intimidated?
I'm pretty easily intimidated, or at least I was back then. So
if people don't know, the Artworks, which is now located at right up the block from Lemon Street Gallery, there's Artworks ran by Czak Griffin and Griffith, run by Czak Griffith. He originally was located here in the building we're in now on 7th Avenue and 50th Street, right across from Marina Gardens. He was in that building, and that's when you kind of met him and learned about Artworks and kind of started getting involved in the community here.
Yeah, for the first time, put something in a show.
Was that your first time ever in a show?
Yeah.
Wow.
And so, I'd been doing illustration for a long, long time. And so used to having an artwork brief, being told what to do. Mm-hmm. And I took a sketch in to show him. Like, I wanted approval. I wanted so I could go ahead and finish it.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, it doesn't work like that. You make the stuff and you submit it into the show. And that was really hard for me to comprehend, that I could just do whatever I wanted.
Yeah.
And it took me a while to get away from the kind of children's book look things I was putting in shows, and probably took me a couple of years to to do that. But it was very freeing when it's like, oh, I don't have to do this for anybody. This is purely for myself. So,
Wow.
yeah.
All right. Well, I think we're going to get more into her art career here in Kenosha right after this break. So don't touch that dial. Honor your loved ones with dignity by choosing Casey Family Options, funerals and cremations in your time of need.
For over 50 years, Casey Family Options Funerals and Cremations has been your caring neighbors, offering personalized funeral and cremation services.
Steve's experienced team is here to guide you through every step with compassion and respect.
Visit them at 3016 75th Street or call 262-653-0667.
Learn more at CaseyFamilyOptions.com.
Looking to upgrade your floors or remodel your space?
Well, visit Dickow Czak Tile at 6403 75th Street.
They specialize in tile, flooring, and home renovations, offering expert design and installation services.
Visit DickowCzak.com or call them at 262-694-9777 and get that free estimate today.
Dickow Czak, where your home makeover begins. Beep, beep!
Looking for a reliable ride? Carbox, owned by Scott Dooley, has you covered with locations in Kenosha and Racine.
Carbox offers quality used cars at a great price, making car buying easy and stress-free.
Stop on by 1750 22nd Avenue in Kenosha or 3317 Durand Ave in Racine and browse their inventory online at carboxwi.com.
Carbox, driving you to your next adventure. Beep, beep!
Hey, Donny, if you want to listen to this without those commercials you just heard, you know what you can do? You can sign on to be a Patreon supporter.
Really?
I know. Go to ktownconnects.com and click on that link, and you can be a Patreon supporter for starting at $2 a month.
That's it? $2 a month?
That's it. And you know what you get for that? You get early access to every episode, and it's raw, unedited glory, sometimes up to an hour of bonus content.
Whoa.
Sometimes with more. Plus, you get every episode of our spin-off series, Broken Keys and Sunflower Seeds.
I love that new name.
Where we chat about everything and anything.
Yes.
And you can find out why it's called that, too.
Yeah, you will.
So, and you also get a shout-out. Like, this episode is brought to you by our Patreon subscriber of the week, and that is Chelsea Solis.
Yeah, big thanks to Chelsea for supporting us. If you want any action, like Jason said, only $2 or more. We prefer more, but $2 is the limit.
And go to ktownconnects.com for more.
I love the show, but Donny's got a dumb voice.
And we're back from that break.
That's right, Donny, and what a great break that was.
It truly was. And we are here with the lovely Janette Hill, illustrator, artist galore.
Glower?
Galore.
Oh, I glow.
And you have a glow to you. Look at that.
I'm sweating.
Really? Is it because you're nervous?
No, I'm just hot.
Wait, well, I was going to say something there about
It gets a little stuffy in here sometimes in the Frank J. Parise recording studio.
Yes, we did. Yes, it does. Oh.
So when we last left you, we were talking to Janette about her. She was here in Kenosha. She was looking for work as trying to be an artist, struggling in the community. So you didn't have like a real job or anything in Kenosha?
Just a freelancer?
I mean, I hate to say real job, but you know what I mean.
Well, so when I got divorced, it was a bit like, what am I going to do? But at the time, I was basically doing anything I could to stay self-employed. So I was doing painting parties. I was like going into people's homes because I actually taught that up in Minneapolis. I worked at a place called the Paint Pub.
Oh,
and
cool. The Paint Pub?
Paint Pub, yeah.
What?
Yeah. So they have like, up to 50 people on a Saturday night. And we do these painting parties.
Oh,
and
cool.
Yeah, so I kind of learned how to do it. So after I got divorced, I started doing that in people's homes, and then I was doing some children's books. And one of the guys that I was doing a book for up in Minneapolis has become quite a good friend. And I met up with him when I moved down here with him, and he's like, how come you're down here? So I told him, I'm divorced now, and I'm going to be setting up in Kenosha. And he basically was like, how can I help you? And he owned a company up in Minneapolis, and I ended up being their part-time graphic designer.
Wow.
And bearing in mind, every single job I did to them, I'd never done before. Like, barriers for the stores that were opening, and I was doing all their emails.
What kind of business was this?
That's a shirt company, men's shirts.
Shirts, okay.
So it's like kind of higher end stuff.
All right.
Really cool stuff.
Oh, wow.
Was that interesting for you because you've never done it before, and did you enjoy it?
It was a
challenging,
little terrifying because everyone I was interacting with assumed that I was this highly experienced.
You had them all fooled, didn't you?
Yeah, but it was great. I mean, the timing was amazing, and I met some amazing people who I've got more work from over the years as they've gone on to do different things, and so I will always be so grateful for him to give me that opportunity.
And what's his name? You might be listening.
So his name is Jason Hammerberg.
Oh, that's a great name.
Yeah. Just a super supportive person, and really cares about people. So so there was that. I was basically just doing whatever I could. That was the first time I did a children's book from start to finish, with designing it and laying it out and sending it to print.
Well, before that, you were just kind of doing the illustrations and submitting them, and that was it, and then you took it from there? Okay.
Yeah, because I worked for a small publishing company in England.
Do you like doing these books?
I do. I mean, I like saying that I'm a children's book illustrator. Like, I like the
Sounds
reaction
good.
from people.
Yeah.
It can be challenging doing the same characters over and over again, but it's like, I really can't complain. I mean, I get paid to colour in, basically. So, and with technology changing, now I do everything on the iPad, even my sketches, it's all digital, and so way faster.
Yeah, I bet.
I love coming up with the character designs, and I really enjoy working with self-publishing authors because they're so excited. This has been a dream that they've wanted to do, and so I get to,
So, do you know how many children's books you've done over the years?
I think I'm not including the educational ones, because there's probably been thousands of illustrations for educational books, but storybooks, maybe 30.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you just had a recent one come out not that long ago, correct?
Yeah. Morgan Wants to Build.
I own that one.
You do?
Yes.
Yeah, so there was that one, the female construction person. She wanted to do a book that was about women in construction, and basically if you're a little girl, you can be whatever you want to be, and I really related that to that story.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I did 3 books last year.
I mean, your work is always constant, right? I mean, you always got something in the pipeline.
Seems to be, yeah. And I think because I do so many different things, when the children's book stuff isn't happening, I can push more graphic design work, or I can push more dog portraits or paintings or whatever. I think that's really benefited me to be self-taught and to therefore have so many different things I can fall back on.
Yeah.
So, it might have taken me longer to get where I am without having formal education in it, but that's life.
Have you done murals
Before?
Well, no. I mean, what's your history with them?
So I mostly painted backdrops for plays and stuff.
Oh, okay.
I really love doing it. I love painting big.
Cool.
So that was always really fun. I did a lot of stuff for Jerry Smith for their Christmas, when they have those 4 foot by 6 foot or whatever boards.
Oh, like the big panels and stuff? Okay,
yeah,
cool.
so they're really fun. But I've never really done much on a huge scale.
Okay. Not yet.
Nothing that involves anything more than a ladder.
Yeah.
But I really enjoy it, and I would really like to do what I do with my painting, my big colourful florals and stuff. I would love to take that and put it on a wall somewhere.
Yeah, your original art is very beautiful. You have a great contrast of colors, things like that. People can go to your website, JanetteHillArt.com, right?
Just Janette Hill.
JanetteHill.com?
Yeah, Janette Hill Art wasn't available.
Okay. Wow, someone took that?
I don't know, it was weird, right?
Yeah. But so you work with a lot of acrylics, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Is that one of your favorite mediums as far as
yeah, I would say
traditional
so.
media goes?
I tried oils once, and I was rubbish at it.
Yeah.
It was this takes so long to dry. The first time I ever used oils was a friend's Doc Martens when I was in school.
Mm-hmm.
She wanted band names painted on her Doc Martens, and I used all paint because I didn't have anything else. And it took about 3 months to dry. If not longer.
Ooh.
You know what's funny, though? I got a message from her on Facebook a couple of years ago, and she still has those Doc Martens.
Oh, she should, yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that. Very cool.
Waiting for me to die, so they'll be worth something.
Yeah, all right.
But yeah, acrylic. I like watercolor too.
Okay. But you do a lot of abstract stuff, right?
Yeah.
I would say, yeah.
Yeah.
Colorful, abstract kind of things.
Yeah.
What kind of inspires you to create something you sit down and look at a canvas?
Sometimes I get an image in my head, Sometimes it's just like looking at other things, or even like I'll be watching a TV show and I'll see something in the background, like wallpaper or something, and it's like, oh, that's an interesting. And because it's in the background, you don't get the full image, but you just get maybe the color combinations and shapes and stuff. And so sometimes that happens, and obviously a lot of floral stuff, so nature but I love the layers. I love adding intricate details in that people can don't see maybe at first.
Give them a little gift for looking closer, kind of thing. Yeah.
And then I've been trying to get more loose with my brushstrokes, because when I'm illustrating, it's so tight and exact, and I found it really freeing when I start just to be much more loose in my painting and have these big sweeping lines and just not worry and not think about it. Like I said, when I'm drawing and it's really little and I'm on my iPad and it's very precise, and then to be able to just kind of let go and just let my brain kind of fall on the canvas.
Okay, cool.
And spread out, and there's goo and stuff everywhere. But I really like that, because I'm not making it for somebody else.
Yeah.
It's not a client. It's just me and the paint, and I'm enjoying it. And sometimes the painting turns out completely different to how it started. And I really, really love painting.
Where some people may have seen your works before. They've seen you around here in town?
Yeah. I mean, I had stuff up in the Buzz. Obviously at Lemon Street, and I shouldn't say obviously. I shouldn't say obviously.
Duh.
I've only been
Anybody has something at Lemon Street, right?
I mean, you're such a loser if you not remember that. Artworks.
Okay, good.
I heard about that place.
The museum. I sold a piece last year at the museum in the Lemon Street show, which was amazing.
Wow,
super cool. And a couple that saw it, didn't buy it, but saw it and wanted to buy it, actually contacted me and bought 2 more pieces from me. So that was so, so cool.
Kenosha Art Market, you were there last year?
Kenosha Art Market.
People might have seen you there.
Yeah, at Red Oak. I have some work out there by the toilet.
Okay.
But I've had to have a couple of, in their main dining room, I've had stuff there too.
Cool.
Sold a few pieces there. And
you do have a distinct style that's kind of like your own, as far as with your paintings and stuff. That's
I appreciate you saying that. I tried to, I think just because I have so many influences, and I think one of the things on Instagram is you have to have a niche, everything has to look like a certain thing. And you look at my Instagram and it's just digital children's books and characters and dog portraits and paintings, and it's just looks like a couple of different people. And but it's all me, and it all influences each other. Even the dog portraits and the paintings, the detail, and I don't know. I kind of gave up trying to market myself as one thing.
If someone comes to see you at some of these art shows that you're at the art market this summer, if you're going to be there, wherever, you do have affordable things for people.
Yeah.
They don't have to spend hundreds of dollars on a painting.
Right.
They have other options available.
Yeah. And actually last year was the first time that I started making greeting cards from my paintings, and then little note cards and stuff, printing them out and putting them together in a package and stuff. And they've sold pretty well. Yeah. So, and it's just why wouldn't you do that?
I have one framed up right in my house.
You do.
I do.
Yeah.
You have wonderful stickers as well.
Oh, yeah. I got into a bit of a sticker kick, which is weird because I don't actually like stickers. I have a thing about stickers.
You hate stickers?
Because they're sticky.
You got to stick them somewhere. I have your sticker on my computer.
I just don't like them because they get stuck to your hair, and then
You putting stickers in your hair?
No, hang on a minute. like as a kid, I remember you'd put some money in the thing, and they'd give you a sticker.
Oh yeah, little machines. Yeah.
And then it would get all tangled in your hair, and it was just. I just didn't like the feel of that you could never get it off. It was just. Anyway, that's a bit of an aside.
Well, all right. Well, with that...
So that is anti-sticker. This is Sticker Talk here on the Ktown Connects podcast.
I don't know where to go from there, Janette.
Well, I bought a cricket a couple of years ago and started making my own stickers. And I just thought, that's ironic. But they're a nice little thing to give away. And
good way to get kids up there, and then mom might come up and buy something then, right?
Yeah, definitely.
I know I've seen you at art shows. Hey, kids want a sticker? To get them up there. And So in 2019, you were the resident at the Kenosha Lighthouse Studio.
Oh, yes, yeah. They had people doing them for a week at a time over the summer, I think it was. So I was there.
You were only there for a week?
Yeah, I think it was the weekend and then a couple of evenings in the week.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Should have been there a lot longer.
Well, I'm thinking I wouldn't want to be there for a long time because I want to lug my stuff down that pier.
Yeah, it was challenging. And I will say that there was one evening that I was there on my own and it got a little scary.
How so?
So this guy came along and it was foggy, so you couldn't even see the land. And he was live streaming and said some pretty nasty stuff.
Whoa. Wait, you did or he did?
No, he did. Yeah.
He was live streaming and said something? Wow.
Yeah. So anyway, he then went round the back of the lighthouse and started doing graffiti. And
oh, jeez.
And I'm like, I'm going to say something. And so, but the more I spoke to him, the more middle-aged and white I sounded. It was so bad. It was just, I think I said, did you just draw on the lighthouse? And he was like, what? And then at that point, neither of us could understand what each other was saying. And it was not good. Afterwards, it was like, oh, that was actually a really bad situation.
He could just push you off the pier and said, F you.
Yeah. So he eventually left, and I called a couple of friends, and they were like, after the fact, I went home, and they were like, you should have called the police. I'm like, no, I don't want to make any fuss. And, but it was one of those situations where afterwards it was like, yeah, I should have done, because it was not good.
Or just stayed in the lighthouse and not opened the door kind of thing. And
well, yeah, there was that. But I decided to be all
tough.
What are you doing, you scallywag?
Not a lot of room in that lighthouse to work.
No,
yeah. Is that why it hasn't continued on? It's just kind of like got petered out?
I'm not sure, to be honest. But I mean, it was, a lot of people made the trip out to see me,
nice.
Just not on that particular night when it was foggy and scary.
It's a neat idea, but I don't know.
Yeah.
So, Janette, what is in the future for Janette Hill art?
Oh, my goodness. We have to know.
I don't know. I just want to keep doing what I'm doing. And I want to keep doing the combination as long as I can. And
combination
of the design work and the painting. And yeah.
You love to freelance.
So, Janette, do you have a dream project here in Kenosha that you'd love to do?
A dream project?
Yeah, anything?
I mean, I would, and I guess it's kind of happening, but to be involved in some of these murals that are coming
Like a bigger mural kind of thing?
Yeah, like one with a crane.
Okay.
Ooh.
A little up and down button. Yeah.
Do they paint them? Like, a lot of those murals are like pieces, aren't they? Are they like just panels put together?
Yeah, I want to be on a crane.
Because I know that one by Equinox is panels.
Yes.
So they did that.
Okay.
They must have did that separately and then put them up there.
Yeah, I mean that makes so much sense.
But I guess some murals are painted like on a building though, and those you would need. Yeah.
Like the one on the Crave Space, I believe that's painted.
I think you're right. It has to be. Probably. It's so big. Yeah.
I think a giant picture of the Queen would be amazing.
Oh, I like
Sorry,
that.
who? Queen? Freddie Mercury?
Yeah.
Okay.
And his corgis.
yeah. That's not a bad idea. I think that'd look great on the side of the new City Hall building.
I just think it would be fun to like somehow translate the big floral stuff that I do, the colourful, and have that on that would be amazing. So
how would you incorporate Kenosha into that?
I put a logo in the middle.
Okay, there, yeah. Boom.
Just put a lighthouse, throw a lighthouse somewhere in there, right?
You guys in the middle of it.
Oh my god!
There we go.
Now
That's
you're
what I like.
talking,
That's what I
Janette.
like.
Yes, I love. You're the best. You can come back anytime on the show.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, we're talking with Janette Hill. She's a local artist. You can find her at JanetteHill.com. Find that link right down there in our show notes. And we're going to take our next break, and we'll be right back with some Kenosha Connects and some
Trivia. I can't wait.
Yay!
Fridays in Kenosha just aren't the same without a legendary Union Park Tavern fish fry, voted best in Kenosha for 10 years running.
But why stop at Friday? UPT is dishing up delicious food 7 days a week, including a weekend brunch that kicks off at 8 a.m. because eggs and bacon wait for no one.
Live music? Union Park Tavern is the home of the best live entertainment with open mic nights, piano jams, karaoke, and top-notch bands.
And if you haven't checked out their beer garden, you're seriously missing out. So head on down to Union Park Tavern and cheers. To a good time.
Looking for a fun, creative activity for all ages?
Come on down to Alpaca Art, 4326 7th Avenue.
Paint pottery, relax, and enjoy time with family and friends.
Walk-ins are welcome, but for faster seating, make a reservation, especially on the weekends.
Alpaca Art is open Wednesday through Sunday, 12 to 6 p.m., Saturdays, 11 to 6 p.m.
They also offer pottery to go for schools and groups.
Visit alpacapottery.com or call 262-657-4444.
Get creative. Want to look and feel your best?
Visit Wink Beauty Boutique at 10909 Sheridan Road for lash extensions, facials, waxing, and more.
With a focus on beauty and wellness, Sarah and her staff at Wink offer personalized services and unique gifts.
Call 262-948-9339 today to book your appointment.
Wink Beauty Boutique, beauty inside and out.
Yay!
And we're back from that break.
How was that pee, Donnie?
Oh, it was long and smelly.
Wow. Get that checked out, buddy.
I think I'm going to have to.
All right. And we're back from that break, and it's time for Kenosha Connects.
Oh, my goodness. And Kenosha Connects is brought to you this week by Shannyn Franklin ReMax Elite.
Hey, if you're looking to buy or sell a home, you got to contact Shannyn Franklin of ReMax Elite. You know, she has years of experience doing this, and Shannyn offers personalized service to help you achieve all of your real estate goals.
Yep, call 262-960-5182 or visit shannonfranklin.remax.com to start your real estate journey today.
As well as being one of my favorite bartenders, Shannyn is our trusted partner in the real estate market.
She
Not a bartender
really is.
anymore, but she used to be.
She was a great bartender, and she's even a better real estate agent.
Wow, amazing.
Contact her today.
That's Shannyn Franklin, ReMax Elite.
All right,
are you
let's
ready for
do
these
this.
Kenosha Connects questions?
Yeah.
Oh. Janette, what was the last great meal you had in Kenosha?
Okay. I'm going to say the one that stands out is we went to Church and Market
Oh, yeah.
and we had the charcuterie board and it was delicious.
Oh, okay.
Ooh,
Nice.
okay. All right. All right. Favorite local band? You get out and see some bands, right, Janette? You like to rock out.
Yeah, I really like Yves Francois.
Oh, yes.
He's
You
super
see,
fun.
you see them quite a bit at Union Park Tavern, yes.
Yeah. In fact, we went there on my birthday and they were playing and it was just perfect. It was really great. The trumpet was right here and it was, which isn't great for podcast.
Right in your face.
Very close to my face. And just really fun. We saw them, I think it was New Year's Eve a couple of years ago and they were just like, these are great.
Just blew your mind.
yeah,
You just love
they're
them.
Yeah, really good.
That's with the YVES, right? I never pronounced their name.
Yves
Francois.
Yves.
Okay. I've seen them written, but I never really.
Yeah,
Is that how many people are in that band?
like 50.
Really? Wow, that's a lot. They got like a horn section and everything, though.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think it's like 6. It
Yeah,
seems
yeah,
like a lot, especially in UPT when inside
yeah.
when it's small.
Okay, but it's not. When I saw that, I imagined like one person named Yves Francois.
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of what I pictured in my head, but it's actually a full
Yeah.
band then.
I think.
All right, I'll check them out.
Yeah.
Cool.
No, they're good.
All right. In which Kenosha bar do you think you spent the most money at?
Ooh.
In all your years here.
Bar.
You ever been to any bars in Kenosha?
Probably UPT. And yeah. Yeah.
Union Park Tavern, great sponsor of the
Yeah.
Ktown Connects podcast.
Gotta love Angie and Ben.
They do They do a lovely chicken sandwich.
Oh, yeah.
They do everything lovely there.
Their mashed potatoes on Saturday are the best in town.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. But you can only get them on Saturday, though.
What happens to the rest of the week?
I don't know. They just throw them away.
They're not mashed. They're just, you have to do it themselves.
You get them fried or, in
Okay.
different forms. But yeah, I think they take all leftover French fries and we can smash them up or
Okay.
something. But yeah,
Okay.
no. It's part of their chicken thing at dinner, I think, on Saturdays.
Oh, okay.
Mashed potatoes. But
Okay.
so good. So good.
All right, if you could pick one Kenosha business to give a shout out to, what business would you give that shout out to, Janette Hill?
The Great Artworks Pantalarium.
That is a great place.
It's a great
Yeah.
place. Go back and listen to that episode with Chet. Did you do any art there?
Any artwork?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Do you have anything on display there? At the-
Oh, Not right now,
Okay.
but
You have an art show coming up there.
come this Saturday.
Okay, if you're listening to this episode right away, this Saturday, April 12th,
For
you'll be
Second
having your
Saturday.
opening reception at Artworks.
Yeah.
So you can stop by from 6 to 9
6 to 9.
and check out your art there.
Buy some stuff.
Buy stuff. Check it out. See her. You might be there too, huh?
I'll probably be there.
You can meet her.
I mean,
You can
I
have her
might.
sign your Ktown Connects podcast.
Yes.
I'll have to check my schedule.
And then your work will be on display for at least throughout the month then, huh?
At least a month, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So, yeah, go down there and check that out at Artworks over there on Shannyn in the 4500 block there of Shannyn Road.
I will be making a quick appearance there, by the way.
Will you really?
I feel bad I missed your birthday party twice, so I will be there for...
I will be there as well. You're in my phone.
You know, I was in a pretty good mood, and now I'm down again.
Well, fine, I won't go then.
You didn't go to her birthday party, Donny?
She canceled.
Because we had the snowstorm.
There, no
and-
snow came.
I know. It was very disappointing.
All right, who has the best French fries in town, Janette?
Ooh, French fries. That's a tough one. I mean, okay, fast food. I really like the French fries from Culver's.
The crinkle cut.
Yeah. I mean, I do like the ones from the Apis. They have like Parmesan on them.
Oh, yeah.
Is that right? They've got something on them.
I'm not sure. I don't.
The
never-
Parmesan?
I'm sorry. Parmesan.
Janet, what's
but
that
they're
can
good.
made out of?
The can?
What's that?
Metal.
Ah,
I believe that can is made out of aluminum.
oh, not aluminium?
Aluminium.
That's way
Yeah,
better.
but we s-
Aluminium is so
we
much
spell
better
it
than.
differently, though. We have the extra I in it, so it's.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So it is. For us, it is aluminium.
Okay. I prefer that. Sounds way cooler.
When was the last time you rode the streetcar? Have you ever?
I've never done it.
Oh, well, you'll have to bring your lovely boyfriend, Chet, on the streetcar one of this
Okay.
summer.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, I thought about it because it's like everyone looks like they're having such a great time when they're on there.
You're the first one in 187 episodes that said they never had rode the streetcar.
Really?
No, not really.
Oh,
No, we get that a lot, actually.
I'm such a disappointment.
No.
Okay, Janette, which now closed Kenosha business do you wish you could bring back?
I'm gonna say Elsie Mays.
Ooh, Elsie Mays.
They
What's
are
that?
coming back.
Oh, are they?
Yes. They
Wow,
purchased...
good job, Janette.
Yeah, they purchased the
I
Uncle
manifested
Mike's
that.
out by the
Oh,
eye.
did they really?
They already have a sign up there.
And now the last question here. The big debate, Big Star or The Spot?
So considering I used to live near the Spot when I first moved here, and so that was the first one I tried, I'm going to go with the Spot.
All right.
They had a really good, I don't know if they still do it, like a banana and peanut butter milkshake.
Whoa. Peanut butter and banana?
Yeah, it was
Oh,
so
my
good. It was
goodness.
delicious.
Wow, that sounds
Yeah.
delicious.
I'm a sucker for banana
I love
shake.
bananas.
And I'm a sucker for peanut butter.
Right.
That's what your dog says.
Yes.
And that was our Kenosha Connects, brought to you by Shannyn Franklin. And what time is it now, Donnie?
Ding, ding, ding. It's trivia time.
And trivia is brought to you by the Lettering Machine.
Yep, they're located at 725 50th Street. It is your one-stop shop for all things customizable. Whether it's uniforms, gifts, accessories, school gear, or office swag, you dream it, they'll print it.
Wow.
Don't feel like customizing? No worries. Head on over to their online novelty shop. You can find something just for you, and you. You can see them at thelettermachine.com. Check out everything that they have. Tina and Dave do such a great job there.
You know what? I would go to that website right now, but I have a show to do.
Correct. After the show,
I'm going
check out
right to it and check it out.
theletteringmachine.com.
I can't wait. So for our trivia today, Donnie's going to take on Janette in this 100% legitimate, definitely not skewered, on the level, totally fair trivia game.
You ready, Jeanette?
These questions are completely random and not catered to the guest one bit. I just want to stress that.
You're going down, Jeanette.
I am because I didn't have any formal training in art, so I'm not going to know.
You don't even
any
know
of
what the
this.
randomizer is going to be.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We're going to do the randomizer and see what
Sorry.
the topic's going to be. It could
Sorry.
be anything.
Sorry.
So let's do the randomizer out. Pull it up.
Okay.
Ding! It's art history.
I think we got to get
Oh,
that
no.
randomizer checked. It sounded sick.
So we're going to have 3 questions for each of you on art history. And we'll see. Donnie, what's your experience with art history?
None.
Okay, all right. So, Janette, would you like to go first? Or would you like to have Donnie go first?
Donny can go first.
Donnie, who painted the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel?
Mother Mary. Give me a hint. You don't give me multiple choice anymore.
It's an artist.
Leonardo.
Oh, you're close.
Damn it.
Michelangelo.
Fuck. Did you know that one?
I should have gone first.
Jeanette, your first question here. In which city is the Louvre Museum located?
Oh, Paris.
That is correct. Yay, good job.
Whew.
Donnie?
I'm going to get you on this one.
Here's another one.
Mm-hmm.
Who painted the girl with a pearl earring? This one's so easy. Come on. So easy.
Andy Warhol?
No, I'm sorry. It's Vernier.
Oh.
You didn't know that one?
I didn't know that one.
Oh. Dang it. Oh, for two.
All right, Jeanette.
Do.
So your second one. See if you can get him. Who is the Spanish surrealist artist known for his melting clocks?
Oh, that's the guy with the mustache.
Yeah.
And his name
Is.
begins with S.
Yes. First name, please. Yeah.
Oh, it's right on the tip of my tongue. Salvador Dali.
Oh,
All right.
nice work, Jeanette. You pulled that one out of your behind.
Yeah, I did.
All right, Donnie.
All right, let's see if I can get one here.
All right, Donnie. Which Norwegian painter and pioneer of Expressionism is one of Jason's favorite classic artists?
Jason who?
Me.
Alfred E. Newman.
You were close. It's Edvard Munch.
Dang it.
So you had like an E right on there. So
A little closer than I've
so
been
you
in
didn't
a
get
long
any of
time.
them right. Jeanette, you're already up 2-0. See if you get this last one. Which American artist is known for her close-up paintings of flowers?
Oh, George O'Keeffe.
Yay!
All right, you
Nice
won
work.
3-0. You swept Donnie here.
Jeanette, congratulations. You've demolished me at trivia.
Only the second thing I've ever won in my life.
Yes, and you know what? You win a Ktown Connects koozie courtesy of the lettering machine.
Yay!
All right. Well,
Look at that.
Wow.
Yes.
That's amazing.
well, that's Janette Hill. You can find her website at JanetteHill.com. Follow her on Facebook at Janette Hill Art and Illustration. And she's on Patreon, too. Patreon.com/Janette Hill. Whoa.
Give her some money, but first give us some money, correct?
Yeah, right?
Jeanette, that was a great show. I'm so glad you decided to come on the show. I know you were super nervous, but I convinced
How
you
do
to
you know
come on
that?
the show. Because I've been talking to her about it for months.
No, it was. I was okay.
Yeah, she did
You
great.
did great.
I didn't say anything inappropriate.
No.
Unfortunately not.
We still got time. We got about 2 minutes.
I maintained my air of grace.
Yes, you did.
So now when we leave, it's just going to be all like bad.
Ooh.
Be prepared.
Oh, I like this.
So, Jeanette, you know you can catch the Ktown Connects podcast on the Spectrum Channel 14 and the Kenosha Community Media streaming channel on the Roku?
I did not know that.
Wow,
I
it's
know it
amazing.
now.
You can tune in every Wednesday at 11 a.m. and Sunday at 5 p.m.
Yep, you're going to be
Right.
on TV.
Oh, excellent.
Call all your friends and say, oh my God, I've made it. I'm on TV.
All my friends are here.
Okay, well, we'll be watching you. And don't forget to follow the Ktown Connects podcast on all social media outlets, including Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. Drop us a 5-star review on your favorite podcast provider. It goes a long way.
That's right, Donnie. I'd like to thank all of our great sponsors. Law offices of Frank J. Parise.
Aaron Hunzinger of AHDidIt.
About Time Moving.
Casey Family Options Funerals and Cremations.
Dickow Czak.
Frank's Diner.
Shannyn Franklin of ReMax Elite.
Union Park Tavern.
The Lettering Machine.
Public Craft Brewing. Oh, fuck. Edit. Public Brewing Company.
A Plus Mobility.
Alpaca Art.
Faded Barbershop for Men.
Lakeshore Pedal Tour.
Blue Cheese Grandview.
And, of course, Solis and Company.
The Port of Kenosha Beverage House.
The White Lilac.
And Wink Beauty Boutique.
Thank you all so much. What great sponsors we have. We could not do it without you.
I know, we couldn't. It'd be
And we
great.
could not have done the show without the lovely Janette Hill. Thank you once again.
But what are we doing here, Donnie?
I believe we are trying to connect Kenosha. you want to do a read? From Adrian?